Hey, I'm Joy. Let's go for a cruise. Welcome to the next episode of Robotech Battlecry. In the last episode, we got our introduction to the game, and to our main character, Jack Archer, and to the fact that I'm probably not the best at this game. Want some further proof on that last part? You're gonna get some in this chapter, and I'll tell you what. Anywho, this time we're on to Bursting Point. First up, I used the VT1D last time. This time we're using the VF1A, the actual fighter, so I'm not handicapping myself. Yeah, anyways, yeah.
The SDF-1 was able to escape the Zentraedi attacks by executing a spacefold maneuver, which took most of the island along with it. I nearly got killed when that happened, and was in the hospital for months before I could fly again. After recovering from my injuries, they stationed me at Alaska base. All my friends from the academy were on board the SDF-1, and I wondered if I'd ever see them again. The SDF-1 didn't get a very warm reception when they returned. The United Earth government flatly refused to help them. They had survived for a year out in space, under constant attack by the Zentraedi, only to be told that they weren't wanted back on Earth. Chiron, who was maybe the worst of the Zentraedi warlords, continued to launch attacks on the SDF-1 after it returned home. When I heard that Roy Fokker had been killed, I visited the SDF-1 to attend his funeral. That's when Chiron chose to attack. Captain Gloval decided to test out a new barrier system they had developed, which enclosed the SDF-1 in a protective energy shield. It even worked, for a while anyway.
Well, a bit of a time skip. We just skipped about a third of the Macross Saga in just the span of one cutscene. I'm not joking about that.
It's good to see you again, Jack. I wish it were under better circumstances.
You just
Yeah, no
worry
kidding.
about those fighters. I'll try to keep you out of trouble.
Alright, so now the dogfighting mission.
Time to take these guys to scope.
Be off to something much more hectic than Chapter 1. We actually have a wingman that's actually gives a damn. Izzy will actually do stuff in this chapter, unlike the generics in the first one. Yeah, be careful of the ship. Those beams can and will target you, and they hurt a lot.
Am I good or am I good?
suppose you could always take some pot shots at them.
That's gonna leave a mark. That's right, buddy. Smart, beautiful, and deadly.
Alright, no need to brag there.
Yeah, that's right. Jack the Giant Killer.
The omnidirectional barrier system is overloaded.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Come back when you have some skills.
Attention, all Veritech fighters. Emergency. Evacuate the area immediately. The barrier system is about to chain react. You've got to get away from here quick.
And mission end. Yeah, that was supposed to happen. That was not a bad ending to that mission. And by the way, that city we were fighting above, just in case you wanted to know, that's Toronto. Canada's Toronto, not Taranto in Italy. Anyways, yeah, the barrier exploding wipes out the entire city, just in case you wanted to know. The show did not pull punches on this war cost lives. But anyways, speaking of...
Our worst fears were realized when an armada of Zentraedi ships started folding into orbit around the Earth. When they had all arrived, millions of warships encircled our small planet. When the ships were in position, Dolza, supreme commander of the Zentraedi, gave the orders to open fire and bombard the planet Earth. It was total devastation, on a scale even humans had never seen before. In seconds, everything I cared about was gone. If the SDF-1 had never arrived on Earth, billions of lives might have been saved. You might say that the battle was lost before it really began, but still, we fought on.
Yeah, skipping another third of the Macross Saga to the Reign of Death, as it was called, and yeah, about 90-something% of the Earth was obliterated. Yeah, remember what I said about not pulling punches? Also, this chap, this level, I do not like it.
This is Alaska Base. Squadrons, prepare for battle. Wolf Squadron, see if you can keep those fighters occupied. You've got to keep them off the SDF-1 until the final attack.
I don't believe it. How are we supposed to win against a force of this size? There must be millions of ships in
Well, that's for us to figure out. And if you're watching the anime, you know the answer already, so... Anyways, I gotta focus. This chapter is... something else. Fighters, damn it.
Come back when you have some skills.
Here we get introduced to flying battle pods. These guys are a little annoying. Weak, but they're nimble things. They'll like to swarm ya.
Time to take these guys to school.
All guard fighters, break off. Attack immediately.
Wait! It's Zentraedi Ace. She's tearing the whole squadron apart. We've got to do something.
And here we have our first boss fight. Yep. Okay. This chick is an annoyance, to say the least. There she is. Pull every trick in the book you need to. This fight is your early test of skill. Use fighter mode's missile decoys to the best of your ability. She loves to spam those missiles. And always keep moving. Her lasers are very accurate, and they deal a lot of damage. Otherwise, just keep firing at her. She has a lot of HP. You get too close, just break off. You do not want to be in a close range brawl with her. are you? Okay. Move things. No, not sniper mode. On.
Not bad, Macross. I'll see you again when your skills have improved.
Oh. Good riddance. Yeah, thankfully you don't have to defeat her that time. You just have to bring her down to half health. But, yeah. Jeez, that is your test of skill at the end of chapter 1. It is definitely a test indeed. Yeah. We'll learn her name in a little bit later. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode. We've definitely unlocked a few things, so I hope you've been keeping an eye on that. Unfortunately, nothing I'm too interested at the moment. No, that'll be when we finally unlock Veritex, because yes, we can unlock more Veritex. But not yet. Anyways, that'll be it for this episode. I'll be signing off for now. Keep your ears on the wireless. Hope you can join me for the next cruise. Till then, bon voyage.